we have survived Sandy so far with power still flowing. Ah, the perfect day. Before I enter into my recipe for the perfect day, I feel it prudent to examine the elements of the opposite. A bad day. In my opinion, a bad day is just a state of mind, only reached when your clean slate of a new day has had its enthusiasm ripped and beaten until it's a minnow trap of frustration. And if you ask them, I'm sure minnows would tell you the all too paralyzing reality of a minnow trap. It's very simple to enter, seemingly impossible to exit. I feel certain that for all people, attaining the stamp of a bad day is completely different. However, once you've fallen victim to the cleverly designed minnow trap of a bad day, I think certain things ring true across personalities. There is that moment, the last straw, the crossing of the threshold into the minnow trap, when you realize the sad truth. I'm having a bad day. And now you, and by you I mean the minnow, and by the minnow I do mean you, are now trapped. Trapped in the mindset that you are now having a bad day. And now things that actually happen to you on a day-to-day basis, things that you normally shrug off on a normal day, will pile on to your frustration. A prime example of this is something that happens to me whenever I'm having a bad day, and that's just something as simple as stubbing your toe. As soon as you do, it hurts 3 times as much as it would on a normal day. And that's just the way I see a bad day. Now, of course, there are good days, but then there are perfect days, and I'm more than willing to say that I would be happy to endure several bad days in order to achieve a perfect day. And although it's not easily attained, I do have a recipe for my perfect day, and it goes as follows. 1. There's the primary activity. For me, the primary activity must include close friends. The primary activity can in fact be work, if it's installing an awesome new aquarium. However, the primary activity is all too often snowboarding. When the primary activity is not either snowboarding or work, the preferred alternative is building or creating something new. Element number 2 is the slumber party. The key to the slumber party is that it is an unplanned continuation of hanging out with close friends. For me, it is especially lovely if it is a result of being snowed in. 3. The secondary activity. To me, the secondary activity is something that is intensely more fun because it takes place during the perfect day. For me, this has taken the form of online multiplayer Halo action where everybody is just really into capturing the flag. I also recommend minnow trapping. Element number 4. Takeout food. On a perfect day, unless it's grilling, I do not prepare food. Then there are the tips and side notes that I've written into the margins of the recipe for the perfect day. 1. Don't sleep in. Sleeping in wastes the perfect day. I love to sleep in, but on a perfect day, I rise with the sun. 2. At some point in time, you should probably be wearing sweatpants. 3. Never, and I repeat, never break contact with the people partaking in the perfect day. If you separate between the primary and secondary activities, all momentum will be lost. So Jay, that's my recipe for the perfect day, and for my question of the day, are you able to come back and find your way out of a minnow trap of a bad day? And is a perfect day to you so sacred that you would be willing to endure bad days in order to achieve one? Let me know in the towel section down below, and Jay, that's all I've got for you today, man. Stay away from minnow traps, and I'll see you tomorrow.
I just watched Super Carlin Brothers!
In case you're unaware of how a minnow trap works, it has a very small conical opening that's simple for a fish to swim in, but very difficult for it to exit.